Have you scissored? Just did it. We're back at it. I've done a video before called All the Dirty Details of Lesbian Sex. And then I did another video called All the Dirty Details of Lesbian Sex Part 2. And then I did a video on how to eat a girl out. And as you can tell by the title today, we're gonna be talking all about scissoring. In each of So I've talked about scissoring just a little bit in the 2 other videos that I did all about lesbian sex, but I never really got into the nitty-gritty of actually how to do it. Because one, there are so many different ways to do it, but we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna tell you actually how to do it. But in those videos, I kind of just told you that it doesn't really work for me. It's more of like a foreplay for me rather than like actually getting off. I don't think that I'm ever gonna be able to get off that way because I'm very specific, but for some people, I guess it might work. I'm gonna start with what I know about it, how you can start doing it, and then I'll tell you all the different positions you can try. What I know about scissoring is that for me personally, it doesn't work as a way to actually come, but it does get me stimulated, and it kind of is just like, it's just a form of foreplay that kind of works for me. I know some people can actually get off from it and they can come from it, but I think for most people, it is just an act that you do while having sex and not like the full shebang. That's what I know about it. That is my take on it and how my body reacts to it, but let's get into all the different positions. So the first position is, I think, the one that most people are familiar with because everyone does it with their hands when they talk about lesbian sex, and it is this. This position, I'm not sure how people actually get into this position because I feel like it's a lot of legs, it's a lot of stretching. Maybe that's why it doesn't work for me. But if 2 people are laying down, maybe it works this way. Now, there's also ways where you can be facing each other and more of in like a humping position where both clits are touching each other. It's pretty hard to get into this position. I've tried and partly succeeded. Be in this position, even this position, or the other way around. That's like if someone's sitting. Can you see that? Sitting up. This can also be sitting up as well. If 2 people are sitting up and their legs are facing each other. And then the act of it is literally rubbing your clits against each other. And that's just to like stimulate it. And if you're in the right position or if you're flexible enough, I'm sure this could work. Because for me personally, stimulation of the clit is how I come. I think I've mentioned it before. From going inside, I can't really come, but like something has to be stimulating my clit for that to happen. So I'm sure for some people this could work. It just is very hard to get into those positions. Now, how do you get into those positions when you're with a partner? I've talked about this before, and communication is key. If you're not talking with your partner, how are you going to do the things you want to do? Bring it up, ask, have fun with it. I think one thing that most people are afraid to do is have fun with their partner while having sex. I think a lot of us are so caught up, oh my God, are they looking at my chub? Are they looking at my boobs? Like, do I look hot? And you're not actually having fun with it in the beginning when you first have a new partner. You don't want to be thinking about all that stuff. You want to have fun with it and just not think about anything. You just want to enjoy the moment. Once you get comfortable with your partner and you're able to communicate, then you can ask, hey, let's try this. I think it would be fun. And if things don't work, I'm pretty sure, especially if you're not as flexible, like if you're like me, scissoring is going to be difficult. So if it is difficult and you're having a hard time, laugh about it. Be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what position. Let's try a different position because this one is too complicated, or my legs don't stretch in this position. Having fun with it and being open and honest about how you're feeling is super important because you could be doing the act of scissoring and maybe neither of you are even feeling anything, but you're like pretending to because you don't want to be the one to be like, oh, this isn't working for me. Or like one person could be feeling that way and the other person could not be feeling that way. So I think it's really important to just be open with your communication and your partner. Another thing I should mention is that there's something called tribbing. I think I'm saying that right. I could be saying that wrong. But that is, according to Healthline, defined as intercourse where two folks with vaginas rub their vulvas together, which can be achieved in a number of different positions. Tribbing can happen in multiple different positions, and scissoring is one of those positions. You could be rubbing your parts against your partner's parts, which is scissoring, or you could be rubbing your parts, which is like the act of humping almost, right? On someone's thigh, on someone's face, I don't know, on anything, any body part, and that would be tribbing. If you want to spice up your scissoring, I feel like you could probably use toys to get the job done, because like I said, the position is that, but you could also maybe put in a double-sided dildo in there and try it that way. Or you could use a vibrator at the same time and have it on both of you guys' parts. I feel like there's multiple ways to spice it up if you guys can't reach each other's vaginas, if that makes sense. Like when I'm in that position, it's super hard to get to the other person. Again, I'm not that flexible. So if you had some sort of something in between both of you that was vibrating and you both were rubbing up against it, that could be really fun. And so I feel like you could also incorporate toys into any position that you get in when you're having sex with your partner. If you're completely new to lesbian sex and you're like, how does it feel? I just wanna know. First off, you're gonna have to try it because it's gonna feel different for everyone. But for me personally, it feels like a softer body part than like your fingers rubbing your clit. So if you can imagine something softer than that, that's what it would feel like. A little bit wetter than if it was just you and yourself. You know, the feeling of something being rubbed up against it, right? Like that, but softer. Some other questions you might have: can you orgasm from it? Like I said, everybody's different. Me personally, no, but I have heard of some people that can. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, there are forms of protection against STIs and STDs and all of that. There is a dental dam. I'm sure you can use a dental dam in this position as well. Just put it in between you. If you don't know what a dental dam is, look it up. I don't have one to show you, but it's pretty simple. It's just a like almost piece of plastic that you can put in between the two parts so that you don't share any germs if you're interested in that. So there are options for you if you are interested in that as well. Hopefully this video was educational and helpful to you if you are new to lesbian sex and you have questions. If you do have any other questions, leave them in the comments down below. I've made tons of videos about lesbian sex and about how to do certain things in certain positions. So be sure to subscribe to me for more videos like this and also videos just surrounding my life. I love doing lifestyle videos like vlogs and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll see you in this video right here. Bye.